Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Mariota. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Chris Jones breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Throw left side complete. It's Jacobs. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. They'll get 7 out of it, but it brings up a 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And his kick is indeed good. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Go. Let's go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly doesn't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it's 3rd and short.
Yellow.
Mahomes going to throw. He's got a first down or more inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 20-yard line.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Carl Nassib there on the tackle. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Again, it's Williams. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. Butker's kick here is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the fourth.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna one. Watch the whip.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice gain.
Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
From just shy of midfield, Mariota. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider 1st down.
1st down, Raiders.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run on 1st down. Jacobs. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the Chiefs' 35-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. Squeeze the
They'll run it now out of the gun. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Get that ball. Check.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Point after, right down the middle. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do...
And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. They've got to burn the timeout, and they do, but a costly, costly sack. And now maybe just time for one final play. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. He'll look to throw. And Waller taking it in over the middle. So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get him in the end zone.
44, Mike, 44. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
One last shot now for Mariota. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Kansas City, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1, and they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Oakland, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves.